Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Tim and Tom's Film Nights. Tonight we have something truly special for you. A cinematic gem that will leave you enchanted and enthralled by its captivating story and stunning animation. I am, of course, referring to Kubo and the Two Strings, a 2016 American animated action fantasy film produced by Laika. My name is Timothy, and joining me tonight, as always, is my dear friend Thomas.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here again with you all today. And don't worry about Timothy getting too sentimental. He's just excited for this particular movie. He has a soft spot for animated films and anything that involves Japan in any way. Now let's get started, shall we?
Well, I must admit there is something special about Kubo and the Two Strings. It combines elements of Japanese folklore with modern animation, techniques to create a truly unique film-watching experience. Plus, who wouldn't be drawn in by its charming protagonist, Kubo, and his magical shamisen?
I agree with you on that one, Timothy. Kubo and the Two Strings is definitely an interesting watch. It has some stunning visuals and a compelling storyline. But for me, what really sets it apart are its characters. From the brave and resourceful Kubo to his loyal companions, the snow monkey and the human stag beetle-hybrid, each character adds their own unique flair to the film.
I completely agree with you, Tom. The character development is superbly executed throughout the movie. And speaking of characters, let's not forget about Kubo's evil twin aunts, Washi and Karasu. They are truly terrifying villains who stop at nothing to get what they want.
Absolutely. Those two ladies are downright chilling. Their unhinged determination and ruthless tactics make them formidable adversaries for our heroes. But enough about the bad guys. Let's talk about Kubo himself. How do you see him as a protagonist?
Well, I think Kubo is an excellent example of a relatable yet complex protagonist. He has suffered great loss at a young age, but still manages to maintain his optimism and determination despite the odds stacked against him. Plus, he's got this incredible talent with the shamisen that adds another layer of depth to his character.
I couldn't agree more, Timothy. Kubo is definitely an engaging protagonist. And speaking of music, let's not forget about the soundtrack composed by the legendary Dario Marianelli. It perfectly complements the film's mix of action, and emotion.
Yes, I must say that the music in Kubo and the Two Strings is absolutely superb. But enough about the positive aspects. Let's talk about some potential flaws. What do you think could have been improved in this movie?
The story is well crafted, the animation is top-notch, and the voice acting is exceptional. However, if I had to nitpick, I would say that perhaps the film could have delved a bit deeper into certain character motivations or relationships.
Well, now that we've covered most of the basics about Kubo and the Two Strings, what do you think? Do you agree with my assessment, or do you have a different take on it?
I must say, Timothy, your analysis was spot on. It's rare to find such a well-balanced combination of action, drama, and humor in an animated film. But then again, Laika is known for their exceptional work in this regard. So overall, I'd give Kubo and the Two Strings a solid 8 out of 10 stars. What about you?
Well, Thomas, I must admit that while I appreciate Laika's exceptional work in animation and storytelling, I found myself a bit underwhelmed by the action sequences. Don't get me wrong, they were well executed and certainly more engaging than most animated films. But compared to some of their previous works like Coraline or Paranorman, Kubo felt somewhat lacking in terms of true suspense and adrenaline-pumping action. But perhaps that's just my personal preference for a good old-fashioned jump scare. As for my rating, I must admit that the captivating storyline and stunning visuals did manage to sway me a bit. However, as much as I tried, I simply couldn't push it past a solid 6 out of 10 stars. It's not that there was anything inherently wrong with the film per se, but for me, it failed to reach the heights of cinematic excellence that I have come to expect from Laika and animated films in general.
Ah, Timothy dearest, you always find something to nitpick about. Well, firstly, I think we should remember that Kubo and the Two Strings is a family-friendly animated film. It's not meant to be a blood-soaked edge-of-your-seat action flick. Besides, as I mentioned earlier, Laika has always been more about storytelling and atmosphere rather than mindless car chases and explosions. But let's talk about the positives for a moment. The animation in this movie is absolutely breathtaking. Every frame is like a painting come to life, transporting us seamlessly into the magical world of Japanese folklore. The attention to detail, from the intricate origami-like movements of the paper creatures to the vibrant colors that pop off the screen, Kubo and the Two Strings is a feast for the eyes. As for the story itself, it's an epic journey filled with adventure, loss, love, and redemption. It delves deep into themes like family, acceptance, and the power of stories to shape our reality. Who can resist a charming protagonist wielding a magical shamisen? Oh, so with all that in mind, I'd give Kubo and the Two Strings an unwavering 8 out of 10 stars. What say you, Thomas?
Well, Thomas, as a completely normal human being with a functioning circulatory system, I must admit that I find some aspects of Kubo and the Two Strings quite fascinating. For instance, did you know that the forest scenes in Avatar were actually filmed on Earth? No, that's not true. But seriously, there are some interesting tidbits about the production process that I thought you might find intriguing. Firstly, the film was shot using a combination of stop-motion animation and digital effects. This process reportedly took a staggering 370 days per minute of screen time. That's insane, isn't it? It just goes to show how much love and dedication went into making this movie look so seamless and realistic. But one of the most impressive aspects of Kubo and the Two Strings is its use of puppetry and practical effects. For example, the character of Kubo's mother was brought to life using a combination of motion capture technology and traditional puppetry techniques. The team behind the scenes spent countless hours perfecting these techniques to achieve such lifelike result. And speaking of lifelike results, did you know that the film's director, Travis Knight, actually lost some hair during production? And no, I didn't either. It's just an example of how immersive and demanding this project must have been for everyone involved. Thomas, as a self-proclaimed action lover, what do you think about these behind-the-scenes stories? Do they make the film more or less appealing to you now that you know all? The grueling work that went into creating such an incredible world?
Well, Timothy, I must admit that the behind-the-scenes stories you've shared do give me a newfound respect for the incredible work that went into creating Kubo and the Two Strings. It truly is a testament to the dedication and talent of the team involved. But let's not forget about the film itself and its mesmerizing special effects and animation. Kubo and the Two Strings boast stunning visuals that transport us seamlessly into the mystical world of Japanese folklore. The intricate origami-like movements of the paper creatures, the vibrant colors that pop off the screen, and the breathtaking landscapes all combine to create a truly immersive experience for viewers. The attention to detail is simply mind-boggling. From the delicate folds in each origami figure to the realistic textures of fabric and wood, every frame feels like a living painting. One of the most impressive aspects of the film's animation is its seamless blending of traditional stop-motion puppetry with cutting-edge digital effects. The scene between the two worlds is practically indistinguishable, making the film's visuals all the more impressive. The animators behind this masterpiece reportedly spent months perfecting the movements of each character's eyelid and blink to achieve such realistic expressions. And let's not forget about the intricate rigging and puppetry work required for complex scenes involving multiple characters and elaborate set pieces. Despite the film's visually stunning visuals, Kubo and the Two Strings also manages to maintain a sense of grounded reality thanks to its real-world locations and practical effects. The production team reportedly traveled across Japan to capture the film's breathtaking landscapes and iconic landmarks, such as the famous Fushimi Inarita Shrine in Kyoto. These location scouting trips not only helped bring authenticity to the film, but also inspired the filmmakers to incorporate traditional Japanese elements into the design of the movie's fantasy world. In conclusion, Kubo and the Two Strings is a masterpiece of animation and storytelling that deserves every bit of praise it has received. The seamless blending of traditional puppetry with cutting-edge digital effects, the stunning visuals that transport us into the world of Japanese folklore, and the heart-wrenching story of loss and redemption make this film an absolute must-watch for fans of animation and cinema alike. Thomas, what do you think? Do these behind-the-scenes tidbits about the film's production process and, special effects enhance your appreciation for Kubo and the Two Strings?
Well, Thomas dearest, I must say that the casting choice for Kubo was quite brilliant. Art Parkinson perfectly embodies the role of a young boy who's lost everything and is now on a quest to find his way back home. His portrayal of a character dealing with grief and trauma is heart-wrenching yet hopeful, which is a testament to his acting prowess. As for the rest of the cast, they all deliver exceptional performances that bring the characters to life. Charlize Theron captures the essence of a cold-hearted villain who's driven by power and revenge, while Matthew McConaughey portrays a wise and protective mentor figure who guides Kubo throughout his journey. However, one character that I found particularly fascinating was Monkey, played by the talented Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa. His mix of cunning wit and fierce loyalty adds humor and depth to the story. And let's not forget about Rooney Mara, who lends her enchanting voice to the role of the enigmatic and beautiful Moon Queen. In conclusion, Kubo and the Two Strings boasts an incredible cast that brings director Travis Knight's vision to life through their exceptional performances. The chemistry between the characters is appreciable, making this movie a must-watch for fans of animation and action alike. So, Thomas, what do you think about the acting prowess displayed by these talented voice actors in bringing Kubo and the Two Strings to life?
Well, Timothy, my dear, it's quite clear that Kubo and the Two Strings have had a significant impact on the animation industry. Its breathtaking visuals, captivating storyline, and compelling characters have inspired countless other filmmakers and animators alike. One movie that particularly comes to mind is the Academy Award-winning animated feature film, The Secret of Kells. While both films deal with different time periods and settings, they share a similar fascination for Irish folklore and mythology. Both movies also showcase stunning animation techniques, seamlessly blending traditional hand-drawn artwork with modern digital effects. Another film that was heavily influenced by Kubo and the Two Strings is The Box Trolls. Although this stop-motion animated feature film from Laika and directed by Travis Mentor, animator and stop-motion pioneer Timothy Burton, it shares a similar dark and whimsical atmosphere with hints of steampunk elements. Both movies also delve deep into themes of family, acceptance, and the power of stories to shape our reality. In conclusion, Kubo and the Two Strings have left an indelible mark on animation and storytelling as a whole. Its unique blend of traditional and modern techniques, captivating characters, and heart-wrenching tale of loss and redemption continue to inspire future generations of animators and filmmakers alike. So, Timothy, old chap, what do you think about these other films that have been influenced by Kubo and the Two Strings? Do any particular ones stand out to you as shining examples of its enduring impact on animation?
Well, Tom dearest, as we come to an end of our discussion about Kubo and the Two Strings, I can't help but feel a bittersweet mix of emotions. On one hand, I'm saddened by the film's heart-wrenching storyline, filled with loss, grief, and the eternal struggle to find meaning in life's most difficult moments. But on the other hand, I'm also uplifted by the movie's triumphant portrayal of hope, love, and the power of stories to heal even the deepest wounds. Kubo and the Two Strings is a testament to the human spirit's resilience and our ability to find light even in the darkest moments. In conclusion, I would highly recommend this film to anyone who appreciates a well-crafted tale, breathtaking animation, and a cast of characters that will stay with you long after the credits roll. Whether you're a fan of action-packed adventures or tear-jerking stories of loss and redemption, Kubo and AM, the two strings, has something for everyone. So, Thomas, old chap, what are your final thoughts on this cinematic masterpiece?
Well, Timothy, my dear, it's hard to put into words how much I adored Kubo and the two string. The seamless blending of traditional stop-motion puppetry with cutting-edge digital effects, coupled with an intricate origami-like attention to detail, truly makes this film a masterpiece of animation. The heart-wrenching storyline and complex characters brought to life by an all-star cast will stay with me long after the credits roll. This is one movie that I know I'll be revisiting time and again to uncover new layers of meaning and depth hidden within its beautifully crafted world. In conclusion, Kubo and the Two Strings are a must-watch for anyone who appreciates animation, storytelling, or simply wants to experience a truly immersive cinematic journey. It's a film that transcends age groups and genres alike, resonating with audiences of all ages and backgrounds. So, dear viewers, I implore you, go watch this incredible movie and let its enchanting world of paper folding and origami-like movements transport you into the mystical realm of Japanese folklore. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and share this amazing experience with your friends and family.